Your boy Sino here. Let's talk about it. Here's the problem. While I'm in here relaxing, cashing in on some slots, I want to point this out to you guys. So y'all will stay in the know. Right now, the business of over projecting. A lot of you guys will believe the NBA is this multi-billion-dollar business, which it is, but the majority of the teams taking losses. They're not making profit. A lot of people in the world believe, in actuality, that because of the cost of inflation going up, that the actual worth is going up. It's not true. We've seen teams with low budgets and low markets not able to compete with teams with giant markets. In baseball, in basketball, they have a cap to try to keep it fair, but the inflation of the team goes up. The more television rights and demand go to the other teams that they market and promote, despite the talent level. It's all about personality, what you can sell. So you have to have what they call an identity. If you don't have an identity, you're not going to be able to succeed. Yeah, you'll win a couple games, but you're not going to get to the top. The Utah Jazz had the best record in basketball. They were out in the first round when Donovan Mitchell was there. Nobody thought of them. They didn't even promote the team. And they won over 60-some games. Why? No identity. Who were they? They were just a bunch of players together who were better than every other team in the league. But they couldn't sell it. So right after that, they started splitting that team up, moving those players elsewhere. So it's not uncommon to see this happen, or this practice happen, where you see people come in and they inflate the numbers. They sell to a higher bid. They say, well, our rating is this because the cost of inflation has gone up. We could raise the prices of what our company is worth or what this team is worth because of the economy going up. But the business isn't going up, just the inflation rates. So it's overinflated. There's so many teams in here losing money every day, and they act as if the league is growing. They just did a television deal that launched pretty much big shadow over everything. I'll take it. Put us back to where we were, but I want a multiple at the same time. See, in my world, and that's the same world we live in business, you look at it for what it is. So no one's going to really buy into it unless they see this is a way that they can get advertisement for themselves, tax write-off, or something for their company or family. That's why they look for a lot of tech businesses to get involved. Family-owned businesses don't like to spend money because they say, hey, this is going to cost us some bread. They don't want guys in there that's going to be complaining when they try to raise prices or wanting to make a move. The NBA want guys who don't care for it, because 9 times out of 10, the teams that own NBA teams, they're not owning an NBA team to make money off the team. That's not the real reason they're there. They're already rich. They're already billionaires. They made their billionaires not off the team. And it's not just about the NBA. This is why all the businesses usually fail. Practices fail because of inflation. When you overinflate things, people choose to go less costly. You have most people thinking, man, it's too expensive. I'm not going to go check it out. Take, for instance, WWE. TKO came, that should have been all three. TKO came and bought the WWE, right? They also own the UFC. And you probably said, well, why did the UFC sell for $1 billion? That's called getting out while the profit number is there. So now that TKO owns it, and they're in this big conglomerate circle, you probably think WWE is making a lot of money. No. After WrestleMania, they fired about 22 talents, about 9 publicly that you knew about. NXT wrestlers, up-and-coming startup wrestlers. They had to let them go to try to make budget and say, hey, you got to get yourself hired on your own doing independent circuit work, because they're not selling tickets. They drove up the prices so much for like WrestleMania tickets, for big pay-per-view events, that a lot of people are just not going because they don't feel like they even care about it enough, and they're so used right now into staying at home that they're like, well, we like being at home and having everything there. I hate getting cheated, and I just got cheated there. I had all 3 again, and they didn't give it to me. Okay, now we in for the fight. Now we in here for the whole dog fight. You just screwed me. Well, most people do that now. They're choosing to stay at home, then go to the games. They're choosing to watch on their phones, then go to the games. And now, most of the people that talk about the gaming don't go to the games or even watch them. You have all of these, like, video gamers claiming they love the game of basketball. They drove away the people that actually sell and promote the sport. You got rid of all the news people out. You brought in former players and put them in there with just regular talent. No more journalists, anybody who professionally treats this with the courtesy and the respect it deserves. They're all gone. Look how the numbers are for WWE events. They're not doing the same numbers. And then you got all this new talent, because the old talent they're still holding on to, they're trying to get the payoff. Hell, they still holding on to The Rock. The 3 biggest wrestlers they got. They keep bringing The Rock back every now and then to help him out. But the star of the whole federation is Cody Rhodes. He's old. You got CM Punk. He's at the end of his rope. You got John Cena. This is the end for him. So all your major talents are in their 30s, about to be 40, and it's over for them. This is the last hoorah, the last ride. Strap up, because this is it. Yeah, I'm getting screwed over. Now, well, how does it do it? It torpedoes a business. Because over time, you're going to see other corporations have to flip. They're going to have to change their business model. Guys are going to be rebranded, moved around, fired. And you're like, well, what's going on here? We're doing so well. The numbers said we're doing this. Nothing. 3 in a row again. And then you're going to find out the main reason why they're doing that is because of inflation. You're not getting anything out of it. They don't want you really making money in this business. So once you know that, you become expendable. Then they start writing you off and trying to merge you with something else. UFC has been trash lately. And if it is a good match, who the hell are these people? And that's the problem and the dilemma we're stuck with. Who's these guys? Who's these guys? Right? Who's these guys? And because we're stuck in that dilemma of who's these guys, we will never know who these guys are. They're not on our level. Right? We don't know who these UFC guys is. And it died off. Why you think Dana White's trying to run the boxing? You think that was a mistake? Oh, Dana White just wants to jump into boxing. He wants to give his swing at boxing. No, he's giving a swing at boxing because he knows the UFC has been losing money. Every event, they've been losing money. And in boxing, you can't just continuously go along with these rules. So now that he's got turkey sheep who don't care about the money, he's taking a loss on every fight. That's why boxing went to crap. Nobody can go in there because everybody was being overinflated with money. The worst thing Al Heyman did was give those guys money. I hate to say it. Al spoiled the hell out of them. He cut out the promoters, started giving them a little bit of money, and gave the fighters a lot of money. And once he did that, it turned the thing into a circus. He built up showcase fights and didn't take the time to develop fighters. And his act was mostly African American fighters, like Deontay Wilder, Andre Berto, Errol Spence, Charlos. You know, he wanted to take African American fighters and make them superstars, prop them up to be something that they weren't. But when they fight the best of the best, they look marginalized because they were overhyped, overblown. And it's hard to teach discipline to people who get a lot of money up front. They didn't have to really work for it. It takes a certain discipline to be able to continue to work hard and put in that dedication even though you got millions in the bank. See, they don't forget Floyd Mayweather, all of them wanted to be like Floyd. But Floyd put the work in. Nobody got to tell him. He grind hard because he know if he don't, he will lose. And losing and winning and losing mean more to him than anything. The money didn't drive him. Winning drove him. You're gonna always have those people that's in your way. And the reason why they're always gonna be in your way is because they don't care about your position. How many times do you see people care about your actual position? They don't. They're there to cause confusion. You see so many people come up along the way, The majority of these people are here to cause confusion. That's it. They have no sense of helping you. There's no sense of being in a direction to make you better. Oh no. It don't even have to be sports. They'll have these new companies. They'll make a whole new launch. Oh, we're changing our menu. Oh, we're doing this. But the company has been overinflated and the people don't even want to go to the stores anymore. People don't even want to go outside and do things anymore. It's a whole big mess. And nobody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Not at all. Oh, you just ain't doing shit tonight, all right? What the hell would you do? They don't care. These people don't care, man. Sophia, what was her name? Sophia, the French lady. Sophia Contharidge or something like that. I don't know. She's French. Now, she had her corporation. It was doing good. And then she got too big for her britches and decided, hey, you know what would be a good idea? If I was to go ahead and put this many dollars into this plan. Yeah, that's gonna work. And you know what happened to Sophia? She ran into a problem. Sophia ran into a big problem. And Sophia's problem was that she spread it herself too thin. She overinflated the market. And then her makeup, cosmetic thing that she had going on got pretty much a new face because the competition was so stiff. Sophia had to merge with a conglomerate. And what do? They start selling online. They went on television to promote their ads, but they kept losing. because they were just too damn expensive. And they were losing the people on the home shopping network. HSN, baby. So that home shopping network where people could just buy things online, that was bringing in so much money that the people there who looked at it and saw it couldn't believe how much revenue they were actually bringing in and how little the counterparts was actually making. So now they decided to rebrand the market, bring in a celebrity, overpay him, once again, overinflating the product. So now the cosmetic brand is something else entirely. And it went through 3 different facelifts since it's been a company. And at the end, you know what? Same result. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Now I ask myself constantly, do I make mistakes? Absolutely. Do I learn from them? I try. But sometimes, damn it, things are just is what it is. And the hardest thing to do is let go of something that's pulling you down. It's the hardest thing in the world to do. Especially if you're passionate. Definitely. So I gotta get ready to get to work, fellas. I'll talk to y'all later. It's your boy Carcino. I'm out.